These are South Carolina cold cases from 1988 through 2011. Before we go over the cold cases, please make sure that you're following the channel. You give this video a like and you share it out. It not only helps the channel, but it helps spread awareness on these cases. Also, please forgive me for any names that I may mispronounce. Annette Sagers disappeared from Mount Holly, South Carolina on October 4th, 1988. She was 11 years old. She would now be 47. She was 4'8", weighed 95 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 803-761-7190. Annette's mother, Corinna Malinsky, also disappeared a year prior on November 20th, 1987. She was 26 years old. She would now be 63. Her height and weight were unavailable. She has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 803-761-7190. Tawana Cheatham disappeared from Aiken, South Carolina on August 11th, 1989. She was 8 years old. She would now be 43. She was 4'1" and weighed 70 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 803-642-1761. Shakima Cabbage disappeared from Dillon, South Carolina on July 22nd, 1993. She was 10 years old. She would now be 41. She was 3'6" and weighed 65 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 843-841-3707. Farrakha Brown disappeared from Lancaster, South Carolina on February 14th, 1995. He was 18 years old. He would now be 47. He was 6 foot and weighed 150 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 803-283-1171. Kevin McClam disappeared from Goose Creek, South Carolina on March 30th, 1997. He was 14 years old. He would now be 42. He was 5'7" and weighed 140 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 803-572-4300. Jason Knapp disappeared from Clemson, South Carolina on April 12, 1998. He was 20 years old. He would now be 46. He was 6 foot and weighed 150 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. If you have any information, call 864-898-5500. Kanae Bennett disappeared from Whiteville, South Carolina on September 29, 2002. She was 4 years old. She would now be 26. She was 3'10" and weighed 90 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 1-800-382-7537. Erica Bradley disappeared from Allendale, South Carolina on November 6, 2006. She was 17 years old. She would now be 35. She was 5'4" and weighed 135 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 803-584-2361. Robert Lynch disappeared from Piedmont, South Carolina on October 3, 2007. He was 18 years old. He would now be 35. He was 6 foot and weighed 150 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. If you have any information, call 864-271-5210. Daquan Williams disappeared from Waterboro, South Carolina on January 8, 2011. He was 19 years old. He would now be 32. He was 6 foot and weighed 175 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 843-782-4420. Eduardo Serapia disappeared from Charleston, South Carolina on April 22, 2011. He was 15 years old. He would now be 29. He was 5'4" and weighed 130 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 843-554-5700. Amir Jennings disappeared from Columbia, South Carolina on November 22, 2011. He was 1 year old. He would now be 14. He was 2'2" and weighed 25 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information, call 803-252-2911. If you have any information on any of these missing persons, please call the number listed with their case.